What's up? I was in a car accident maybe 10 days ago, give or take. I didn't realize how bad it was until days afterwards. I did this recording under a bridge and I closed my eyes for a second and I could see that one of my eyes was bruised really badly, and I was like, oh, weird, that's weird that my eyelids are bruised. And are they still? I got on Google and I was like, do our eyelids bruise sometimes during car accidents? And Google was like, yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, I practically walked out of West Virginia. It was really difficult for people to pick me up because, of course, it's really difficult for people who are driving in vehicles to pull their cars over to ask pedestrians if they need help or to give them rides. It's really difficult for the people who are driving. Yeah, so hitchhiking in the US sucks because not everybody is really that intelligent, and mostly just a bunch of dummies pass you by, and there's not really that many people who are fully aware. And you know, it's going to be one of those aware people who actually pull over, and so it's going to have to be somebody who's aware and not busy. People were really weird about trying not to pick me up as I traveled through West Virginia and through the surrounding states. I ended up jumping in the car with a DoorDasher who I believe was sent to pick me up in Jackson, Ohio, as I've written already. Of course, people probably don't read anything that I write, just like they don't really watch the videos because my channel is deliberately hidden from the public. I have zero support in any way, in any aspect of my entire life. It's not like I was begging for support. I've gone without anyone's support, so to speak, my entire life. Just over this one thing, just over needing a child to be rescued from traffickers, I hoped that I would get some semblance of support for that or through that, but there was none. There was no support available from the entire planet. Apparently, the people who are subscribed to my channel and whose job it is to make sure that no one else finds out that I exist, they wouldn't want for people to actually know that someone needs help. Alright, so I'm all bummed out. I don't have any weed. I don't have any money. I usually don't have money. I usually do have weed. So that's starting to bum me out. The DoorDasher was just another person who was set up to run around acting like he's just so busy and he just doesn't know, and he's just a poor navigator and everything's just so overwhelming. And that's how they have some people around me act. They act like they're just so overwhelmed and there's just so much to do and they just need so much help and it's all just so difficult. They're just so dramatic and it's so retarded. And anyways, that dude basically set me up to freeze a couple nights in a row, and then he dumped me off in a state park. People are oftentimes told to just dump me off in the middle of nowhere, which no one actually does that, but they are instructed to do that, or it's suggested that they do that. And even if they were to drop me off in the literal middle of nowhere, which I'm not sure where that would even be, I would probably still be okay. Can fucking guarantee you that I would still be okay. And it's really irritating the different times that people have tried to drop me off in the middle of nowhere, which was literally like a half a mile away from their house, you know, a quarter mile away from some other road, or you know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. I, of course, lost some things to the DoorDash driver because all of these men, who most of whom have jobs and have cars and have their own things, very much like my own greedy, nasty trafficking family, Don and Denise Cross, Cassidy Williams or Cross, whatever her nasty last name is. They all live in Amarillo, Texas. They are traffickers. There's a lot of traffickers in my situation who are just being allowed to roam free. They've been allowed to just traffic whoever they want, and in this situation they have kidnapped my kid. There were YouTubers who pretended to be whistleblowers who came up over my YouTube feed to tell me that everything was going to be okay and that help was on the way. And 5 years later, help never arrived. So basically, there are a crap load of YouTubers who are basically perpetuating the human and child trafficking crisis. All of those people, as far as I'm concerned, are guilty of trafficking my kid and I. While they all lied to my face, while they all lied to me, or they thought they were lying by telling me that things would eventually get better. The truth is that things actually will get better, whether you guys like it or not. Little does some of you know, things actually do end up getting better. You know, despite how neglectful and just disgusting so many of you are who have blocked a child from being rescued. So many of you who all work together to make sure that the kid would be kidnapped, you're nasty. And you all know who the fuck you are. And since you're all financially manipulating my whole life and I would never be allowed to actually get a check from YouTube, I'm gonna cuss however the fuck I want. Yeah, so they directed a car accident right next to a helicopter pad. It was sick and demented. I practically walked out of West Virginia after that. They had me picked up by a DoorDasher who they had drive erratically and all stupid. He had completely bald tires. I guess his name was Travis. He's a retard. And Travis's job was to drive erratically and to try to get me to partake in his stealing of fast food, because as a DoorDash driver, he would walk into these restaurants and he would pick up his crappy bag of food that he was supposed to deliver to these people, and then he would take whatever food was around it too. So this nasty dude's car was filled with all kinds of old food, like packages of old fajitas and tacos that still had cheese all over them, and it was all just disgusting, and all these packages and just all these fast food bags that still had food in them all over his van. It was so disgusting, this white van that he drives around. But I directed him to showers that were at a campsite, which was something that was too high of an intelligence issue for him to know how to do. So it was basically the first shower he's probably taken in weeks or months, you know, because he's such a retard. And a lot of these traffickers are just complete retards who really don't have any resourcefulness. They all just follow the directives that they're given. They're all horrifically less intelligent than all of the trafficking victims that they have out here. He stole my star sash, which I really loved. It was like this real thin thing with stars on it and stuff. It was what I made. I actually was wearing it in one of my last videos. That's probably the reason why it was taken. I have a lot of jealous, really jealous female family members. And there's like, I guess, a lot of jealous witches and women watching that are part of the trafficking and exploitation and MDK 86 situation. And I guess they're a little bit jelly of me, which is flattering. you know, but still disgusting. So they flatter me with their jealousy by stealing certain things that I have that apparently they covet. I'm completely broke. I'm a trafficking, you know what I mean? They've put me in all these horrible situations and they're still jealous. These nasty hoes are still jealous. They will victimize a female day after day after day, week after week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. All of them comparing themselves to her. They will take and take and take and take, and they'll be like, haha, we took something from this person that we take everything from because we're jealous and we wish that we looked like her, and we wish that we were favored like she is. We wish that men looked at us the way they look at her. Yeah, that's the straight up shit these hoes think. Well, then why would you need to steal my shit all the time, bitch? Why the fuck would you need to steal my star sash if you weren't fucking jealous of me, bitch? So anyways, I have these fucking nasty, just ravenous scavenger ass fucking hoes. Some of them are federal fucking agents too. Nasty fucking jealous skanks. I've got some nasty fucking whore little sister. She's a child trafficking skank. She orchestrates sex crimes and all kinds of shit. She has people exploited online. She had my children and I exploited online. She was still able to pay CPS and CYFD to take my little boy away to give to her. She has my kid, and the bitch fucking switched out our DNA samples. She thinks that I don't know who the fuck my extended family is, and she thinks I don't know who the fuck her mother's extended family is. Like, as soon as I saw that her mother's relatives were on my shit, I was like, the government just allows these people to do whatever they want. They literally work for the government, and the government had to have told them to switch out our DNA. Like, it was just so stupid, and just no one gave a single fuck. No one gives a single fuck about my kid or I. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. So I've just had to listen to these fucking retards and losers out here tell me that help was on the way that they never planned to send. Not once. It's fucking sick shit. And because there's no one to fucking tell, I'm fucking telling whoever the fuck is listening. The fucking retarded trafficking ass DoorDasher bitch, Travis, he also stole my wallet, which would have been okay, but there were some papers in there that had to do with, you know, information that I was writing down to make a YouTube video with, but on their own, it probably looks weird, but it's whatever. He managed to steal my Venmo card, my Chime card. I have no way to receive or send money or pay for anything like that now. They already had taken over my Venmo account. There's another channel on here who posted some of my videos to their channel and even my Venmo stuff. And I guess that person is actually helping my ops because they're the ones who have access to that Venmo card, not me. Which, I mean, I guess I could write the dude and be like, that's not my card anymore. I am not even allowed to have cards. These people don't let me have cards. They don't let me have a driver's license. I spent nearly a year in West Virginia trying to get a driver's license, and no one would help me get my driver's license. So I'm out here all over again with no license. I can't walk into a fucking dispensary and buy weed if I want. I wouldn't be able to go in and buy a fucking dollar beer if I wanted it. I can't purchase my own fucking hotel rooms. I have to have help like a child or a teenager with all of that. And, you know, people have to make sure that the ID that they're using isn't fucking scanned in 2 different places at once. Because they're letting this other whore, my twin sister or whoever this whore is, or whores are, doppelgangers, plural, They're letting them use my identity, and they've been allowing this bitch to use my identity my fucking whole life, I guess. Yeah, he stole my wallet. It, of course, didn't have, it had my medical card information in it, so, and I didn't even get to use the fucking medical card, not once. So now they're gonna have this nasty AIDS pregnant bitch using my fucking medical card again, pretending that she is me, the same fucking way that they did in New Mexico. I tried to make a report to a police officer about the DoorDasher robbing me and just dumping me the fuck off like that, stealing my wallets. He stole my jewelry. I had a box of cards. I had just been given a necklace by one of the girls who picked me up. It was probably worth about $15 to $20. I had that. I had a set of earrings. I had those things all together in a box, a couple rings. I had just walked into a weed shop or a head shop, and I'd asked if I could trade some of my jewelry and stuff for some of the weed, but the guy was just like, well, it's not my weed, so I can't really trade it like that, so I just had to go. But I had everything in the box, and then I had my wallet and my sash thing, and he was able to steal those things while I was taking a shower, and he left all of my shit just like laying out just upside down in front of where he was parked. And whenever I came out, one of the forest rangers was parked there, and I just went and started picking this stuff up, and I can't remember what he said to me, whether it was something normal or something stupid. The majority of what people say to me is fucking stupid and fucking rude. So, but I can't remember what the fuck he said, but he, obviously wasn't very helpful, because I picked my stuff up, and there wasn't a fight or anything, but that's what he made it look like. He made it look like I was just some dumbass crackhead who was just getting dumped off in the forest somewhere after some crackhead fight or something. So I collected my stuff, I put it back together and everything, and I walked out of the state park, which only took me like 5 minutes or whatever, because he practically dropped me right at the entrance. I mean, I was in the fucking shower, it's pretty close to the entrance, so it was like, I got a ride to the showers. He was just a punk ass little shit. He had no spirit life. Just an empty vessel, just an empty, useless vessel, which is why he was the easiest choice probably in, selecting to send to me to fuck me over or whatever. And they're all told to fuck me over in all these different ways, and I can generally tell when a female is behind it, because they'll make sure that I lose certain things like makeup or jewelry or anything that's pretty at all. The hoe bags will generally try to take that stuff away from me, because they don't want me to be seen as pretty or acceptable or anything like that or whatever. And also something that will happen is all of the people who are part of the trafficking ring along the way would give me certain things, and then they would all make sure that the next people would steal those very things. Just for instance, in one of the last places I was in, the chick handed me this little tiny pipe thing that I'd been wanting for a long time, that I'd kind of been eyeballing for a while. And then within 2 days, all of those people would orchestrate me being robbed. So I've actually been robbed twice since I left West Virginia after the car wreck that they orchestrated for me to be hurt in. The first robbery, and I had a mentally retarded dispatcher whore in Nevada once tell me that it isn't really a robbery if someone isn't threatening you with a deadly weapon. That isn't true. She's a dumbass fucking whore. You can be robbed without your life being threatened. Fucking retards. I fucking fuck the cops in Reno. Yeah, they set me up to be fucking robbed of everything I had in Reno. It was fucking sick. Then they set me up to be picked up by these trafficking bitches who drugged me for like a fucking week or two until I figured out how the fuck to escape them too. And those were the hoes who ended up setting me up for my fucking driver's license to be fucking stolen. So I've gone through 2 winters now and am approaching my second summer without a fucking ID or without a fucking driver's license because there are so many trafficking ass fucking bitches who gave my identity to some fucking child molesting whore while I'm just supposed to be out here with nothing, with no name, I'm not allowed to fucking work. I can't even go into a fucking dispensary and buy a fucking joint. They wrecked the fucking car. None of the paramedics came to talk to me. No one talked to me. They didn't give a fuck. They deliberately set me up to get hurt. I was fucking eating. I was still eating my dinner. Everyone else scarfed their fucking dinner down real fast because they were planning on getting me into a fucking car accident. They had to get their fucking money and their pills and shit. Here I am fucking eating and shit. And these motherfuckers have this bitch fucking T-bone us. And I know that it was deliberate. And I know you guys are probably watching this. And I don't give a fuck. You can all suck a fucking dick. In fact, it would probably be in your best interest to get on my Facebook and just fucking block me. Because if you don't have me blocked in the next few days, I'm definitely blocking you fucking pieces of shit. 2 fucking ambulances showed up to the fucking wreck site. We had fucking spun and all kinds of shit. I didn't even fucking, like, I knew how bad it was when it happened, and then it was like I went into shock. This cop immediately came up to me and was like, "Who are you? What's your name? Where were you sitting in the car? And where are you wearing your seatbelt?" Okay, I just got in a fucking car accident. My head is spinning. I'm about to puke on you. And you're asking me to fucking write shit down for you? Get the fuck out of my face, retard. Oh, Elkins, West Virginia is a corrupt fucking shithole. 2 fake ass bitch ambulances showed up at this wreck site. Not one of these fucking paramedics spoke to me. Not one. Complete fucking trash. The first thing I felt was, am I gonna throw up? Did something just happen to my throat while I was eating? And I didn't know if I was gonna throw up. My back hurt really bad. He was like, "Were you wearing your seatbelt?" I said, I don't fucking know if I was wearing my seatbelt. This shit just fucking happened. We were just parked in the parking lot eating. Now I'm right here getting fucking wrecked. Like, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't even finished fucking eating. We hadn't even fucking left the parking lot yet. All these fucking hoes worked together to get me in this fucking car accident. Then I decided just to pack my bags and walk the fuck out of West Virginia, because what a shithole it is anyways. I mean, I've been there for fucking months now, asking all these retards if they will help me get my fucking ID, help me get my fucking driver's license, and I'll tell you why I'm asking for the help. I didn't want to just go renew my driver's license with the old address that one of my whore-ass child trafficking doppelgangers lives at. I wanted to use whoever's fucking address. I don't give a single fuck whose address. I don't give a fuck whose address is on my driver's license. Don't give a fuck. Just not that last one, okay? Because I don't fucking live there anymore. Some fucking whore lives there now. And I also wanted to change the picture because the picture's old as fuck. It's from like 2018, 2019, or 2020 or some shit like that. I have short hair, no hair in the picture. Can I not update my fucking picture? Anyways, apparently the DMVs don't have it set up so that trafficking victims and people who don't have addresses can actually get fucking IDs and driver's license or whatever. The cop was like, "If we send her to jail, will they give her an ID in there?" Like, it's kind of been a fucking problem. So part of me being in this fucking very real trafficking crisis is the fact that I don't have a fucking driver's license because my identity was given to someone else, meaning that I can't fucking work or anything. Had I known that retards and whores were going to fucking keep me out here all these fucking years, you better fucking believe I would have fucking used that ID and fucking tried to start working right away all over again as many fucking times as it took, no matter how many of you fucking whore-ass bosses fucking poisoned me or set me up or did whatever the fuck plans you had. I would have fucking worked through your fucking bullshit to get my kid back. I would have swam fucking backwards across the fucking English Channel to get my kid back. Fucking bullshit. I'm in a weed legal state right now, so you can shut the fuck up. So yeah, my kid was kidnapped. That's really the most important thing, is that my kid needs to be returned to me. But rather than actually doing that, all anyone can do is have me abused and brutalized and robbed and either picked up or not picked up, left out on the fucking road, left out on some country ass pumpkin dumpkin fucking road for fucking hours and hours and hours until one of their fucking, it's just fucking bullshit. And this is the shit I've been going through my whole life. I've been going through it my entire life. So I've never actually had a life where I wasn't being abused and tormented and bullied by you guys. So I'm not sure if you understand what I'm trying to say, but it's bad. But it would be a lot worse if it happened to one of you little pussy pansies who are actually doing it, who haven't been treated like that your whole life. If people all of a sudden started treating one of you little pussy bitches the way that you fucking treat me, you would be having a fucking meltdown within a week. You would probably even start thinking about, you know what I mean? Like, that's really how bad what you guys do is. That's real. I mean, you guys are deliberately trying to drive me personally and your other victims to that because of the insurance fraud schemes that you have going on. So they have life insurance policies out on me. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've had plenty of enemies try to take me out over the last 15 years. Okay, I'm trying to actually get help. That's not going to happen by being a little pussy bitch who can't fucking explain to people what the fuck is going on. The same can be said for all of you. If you want kids to continue to be trafficked, keep your fucking mouth shut about the information that you have that can fucking help. Keep that bullshit up, motherfuckers. Anyone who has anything to say about anything, now is the fucking time to speak up. If you have information about my specific situation that could possibly help now and past now is the time. You're past the time of speaking up. Now is the time. I'm not just going to become a dumbass fucking dope whore out here like you guys did to all these other poor mothers. That's really fucked up of you guys. I'm not just gonna fucking give up and say fuck it and die on the streets for you, because I know how fucking sick and demented many of you are, and exactly what the fuck is gonna happen to little kids if I were to give up like that. Anyways, they already have me dead in one state, which is why my whore ass little sister went through all the trouble of swapping her DNA out with mine like a fucking idiot. Yeah, they already drew from one life insurance policy. That same very whore has my youngest child right now. Yeah, he was awarded to her by Child Trafficking fucking Services, and it's not even a complete adoption. So it would be really cool if someone would get the fuck in there and rescue him already. You know, and I wouldn't be taking that tone with you, but I've only been saying this shit for 5 fucking years. You know, anyone would get kind of fucking irritated after having to repeat themselves that a child was with traffickers and that he needed rescued year after fucking year after fucking year, and all you fucking little pussy bitches fucking ignoring me like the fucking cowardly little shit fucks you are. Fucking bullshit. All you little pussies work for fucking Elon Musk. All you can do is sit the fuck back, let all your fucking civilians be fucking bought up and trafficked and fucking sold. Fucking trash.